So, David, you have not been subject to my favorite question. Sam and Dylan, I can already hear you snickering over this, but uh, what are your thoughts on just the general correlation we saw leading into the correlation with the NASDAQ and Bitcoin price leading into this downturn? And do you expect this correlation to have broken at any point in this near term or short term?
That's actually a great question in the sense that we believe there's a major dislocation in the market in terms of pricing things in general. To give you the context, in ARK, right, we hold from genomics to Bitcoin. Seeing that divergence, like why should a price of a biotech company should be correlated with Bitcoin at any given time, given their completely different value propositions? So that correlation in the broader markets, let alone Bitcoin, just signifies to us a major disequilibrium in the market and inefficiencies in pricing and valuing things. On the context on when the decoupling could be expected, that's hard to do because one, since COVID, we've had a major inflow of institutional participants, which and those participants have take lead in the price discovery on centralized exchanges, etc. For Bitcoin and therefore in a correlative manner the whole crypto ecosystem. So within that regime, it's hard to guess when the correlation is going to stop because it has unfolded both in a bullish primary trend and a bearish primary trend. Regardless of that, I do think a best way to look at Bitcoin is a debasement hedge as opposed to an inflationary hedge, which I think is part of the narrative. James from Glassnode discussed this privately with me, and I tend to agree with that. I think once the market stops valuing assets as on a per market cap or liquidity or float basis and return to a fundamental appreciation of things, we should see a decorrelation with between Bitcoin and equities and through the diversification in the equities ecosystem as well.